What's good? This is Trey, and the topic of this video is how to double your success with women. All right, so essentially, if you want to increase your success with women, there's many different ways to do it. There's techniques out there to improve your success. There's different mindset shifts you can make. There's identity shifts. There's different things you can do. But what I found is a very powerful way for you to improve your success with women, even double it, is to improve your vibe, right? When I say vibe, I mean improve the aura that you carry, the energy that you carry when you live your life, when you communicate to people, right? And basically a lot of that is how impactful your communication is, how much people respect you when you speak and when you move, because there's just an energy about you. There's just a life, right? There's just a life that's in you, right? So how do you raise your vibe? How do you raise your vibration? How do you raise your energy? How do you become make your aura more powerful, the aura around you more powerful? How do you make your communication more powerful? Well, first you have to look at your desires. You have to look at what you want. What are your goals? What is the life you want to live? What do you want to achieve? Right? What are the results you want to attain? And what happens is people will repress those desires, right? Whether it's because they're afraid of judgment, whether it's because they're afraid of rejection, they're afraid of failing, they're afraid maybe the goal is unrealistic, maybe the achievement's unrealistic, maybe they're afraid of putting in the work, right? But here's what happens when you repress your desires, when you repress what you want to achieve, what you want to acquire. When you repress that, you start draining your energy. Your vibe starts getting lower. Your aura starts thinning. It starts becoming non-existent. You start to become depressed, actually, because you're not expressing, you're repressing. You're holding in. You're hiding, you're shunting. You're not being or creating or manifesting what you truly want in life, right? And because of that, you cannot hold confidence, you cannot hold power, you cannot hold a strong aura, you cannot hold energy force that people can feel when you come around. You cannot hold that if you are repressing your desires, you're repressing how you really want to be. And so how does this relate to women? Well, think about it. If you're going to approach a woman and you've been living your life repressing your desires, not going for what you want, not doing what you want, basically living a life that you're settling for, a life that is much lower than what you actually want. And if you've been going about your days like that, and now you're going to approach a woman, you're communicating from that place, right? So it's not going to be about what you say. It's going to be about the energy behind what you say, the feelings behind what you say, the mindset behind what you say, right? And she's going to feel that something is off. It's not going to come across with enough, it's not going to come across, it's not going to hit emotionally. It's not going to be as impactful because it's coming from a weak place. It's coming from a place of someone who is not whole yet, someone who is not fulfilled, someone who is not happy, somebody who's not inspired, not motivated, not driven, because they are repressing their desires, right? So when you repress your desires, when you hold back from being how you want to be, going for what you want, you become weaker. You become less inspiring to people. You become less attractive. You start to become, draining to others. Like, you will find yourself trying to get around others and hang around people. You may try to justify it in your own way, but what you're actually doing is you're trying to take from their energy, take from their life, take from their vibes, get around them because they feel good. So you're trying to get some of their feel good, because you're not creating your own feel good. You're not creating your own happiness, your own joy, your own fulfillment. So if you want to double your success with women, you have to raise your vibration. You have to double how good you feel about yourself. You have to double your confidence. You have to double your courage. You have to double your discipline. Like, you have to stop repressing your desires. You have to actually know what you want. You have to start going for it every day. Not once in a while, not once in a blue moon, not whenever you feel, sometimes when you feel like it once, no, every day, every single day. So now when you walk up to that woman and you haven't been repressing your desires, you've actually been going after what you want, and you've actually been starting to move towards it, and it's starting to manifest, and it's starting to create, and things are starting to happen, and opportunities are starting to show up, and people are starting to come into your life to help you, and the people who are not right for you are starting to leave. You start to get excited, like, whoa, things are starting to happen now. You start to get motivated, you start to get inspired. Guess what? Your vibration goes up. Your aura becomes more powerful. Your energy is there. Your communication is more impactful, right? People can just feel, you don't even really have to talk as much anymore. People can just feel the vibe. They could feel your energy. They could feel the life in you. They can feel the forward moving energy. They could feel somebody who is on their purpose, somebody who is evolving, somebody who's growing, somebody who's getting better, somebody who's on their way up. And that's attractive. People want to get around that because they want to, oh, this guy's on his way up. Let me get, they're going to come around, and people are going to want to be around you, and women are going to want to be around you, right? Because you're going up, and they want to go up. They don't want to go down. They don't want to stay in the same place, right? So that's the advice. It's basically stop repressing your desires. Like, write down what you want and start going after it. Like now though, not later. Now, right now, like, write it down, and as soon as you write it down and you know what it is, okay, what do I have to do now, right? You may not know exactly what to do right away, but even just the act of writing it down, that's a great start. Write it down, and write it down every day. Look at it every day, because your life is, every day is your life. Every moment is your life. Your life is not the future. Your life is right now, right? So, whatever you decide right now is going to determine your future, right? And then your ability to stay consistent with that intention or those desires and going after them, that's what's going to create the future, right? It's not a one-time thing. It's a consistent thing, right? And the more you start expressing and stop repressing, the more your vibe goes up. The more you start to feel better. The more you start to feel like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I'm getting closer to my goal, right? It's not an overnight thing. You're not going to hit your goal overnight, but just the fact that you're getting closer, man, you gotta be like, man, I'm on my way. Like, it's gonna happen, right? But you have to believe that. You have to believe that, right? How do you build that belief? By staying consistent, because what's gonna happen, you're gonna start seeing, things are gonna start showing up as indicators to let you know you're on your way, right? Certain things will start happening. Things that you may have dreamed about or thought was, oh, that would be so great if that happened. It's gonna start happening, but only after you decide you're gonna start going after your desires. You start taking action in that direction. All right, so that's the advice for the video. If you are a man that has been repressing his desires, right, and you would like to increase your success with women, even double it, or whatever, just take it to a higher level, right? Send me a private message. Let's have a conversation. See what you need to do exactly to start achieving your goals, to start creating the life that you want to live and handling your dating life. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.